just really leaves that sour taste. We haven't done the basics well enough from the set piece. We haven't gone with a runner for the second goal, and then Mark spills it, and it's 2-0 before you know it, and that's a disappointing factor today.
I mean, the second half was actually a better performance of the two from Luton, but as you say, it was two errors that, well, not errors for the first.
Look, you can't odds that. You know, people are told to market set pieces, and the corner comes in, and it's a free header. Jake does his job on the post, which he's there for, which is why you have people on the post. And then the guy who smashes it in the back of the net, he's in 2-3 yards of space. So, you know, that's, I don't care who stood in that dugout. You know, if you don't do your basics right, you've got, as a team out there, which they haven't today in that respect, you don't win football matches, and it's as simple as that.
And that's not the first time this season that things like that have happened, is it?
Yeah, well, I look back at the Exeter goal as well from a set piece. That you know, and we've spoken about that, and we've worked on that, and you know, I've only been in it a short time. Of course, you're not going to change everything in one day, but you've got to do better with the basics. You know, the teams that win this league are the teams that make the least mistakes, and we make far too many mistakes, in my opinion, in our box, and that's cost us dearly all season, and it's cost us again today. You've
been a player yourself. What do you put that down to, that this is happening?
Concentration, focus. I'm never. There's a great group of lads there in terms of people. They're a really good group to work with. They give you everything they've got, but they've switched off at a vital moment in two today. And you can't odds that. You know, as a manager, you set your teams up. As a caretaker manager, you set your teams up, and you have a game plan, and you do what you do. And you know, we wanted to bring Paddy McCourt on today when it was 0-0 to try and go and win it, not to chase it. But we haven't defended the box well enough from a set piece, and obviously, you know, Mark's spilled one.
And a rare error from Mark as well.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. You know, I think I remember him making an error at Newport that I've seen, and today, you know, he was fantastic the other day, and was very good away at Exeter, as we know. And yeah, what can you do about that?
You made two changes from the side that drew with Portsmouth on Monday. In came Cameron McGeehan and Craig McCall-Smith. Just talk to us about the decisions on the squad movement.
Just team selection. You know, we look at every game. Didn't want to make multiple changes. I thought the players who played against Portsmouth did well and got a very good result down there. It was a tough game, but we saw it out. We just felt today we needed to freshen up with a couple of new faces.
And then in the second half you made some changes. You mentioned Paddy McCall. He did look quite lively and very promising.
We went to a back three and said to Paddy, you know, go and play behind the front two and try and cause him some problems, which he did at times. Probably came a little bit too deep as well at times, which I understand that's a frustration trying to get on the ball, which is what Paddy likes to do. But no, I was always going to bring Paddy on today in my head. I always had that idea of, I thought, you know, he's trained well all week, and I fancied him to come on today and maybe cause them problems up the pitch and give us, you know, the longer it goes at 0-0, you're hoping to go at the other end and take advantage of that, and it gets a bit hostile there, doesn't it, when it's like that, but it wasn't to be.
And young Jack Marriott came on, looked lively again, and always keen to try and get on the end of things.
Yeah, Jack's no problem, and I thought he did well at Portsmouth. He just ran out of steam, and just went with Craig today for that reason. You know, Craig had a rest at Portsmouth and probably a little bit fresher today.
And as much as the frustrations with some of the players and the disappointment out there today, I think one or two frustrations with the officials at times. There seem to be some very strange decisions.
Yeah, a little bit, but you know, I never criticise the referees unless they're glaring. It's a hard job, I wouldn't want to do it, so they make mistakes the same as the players do, same as us, same as everybody do. You lads make mistakes in your job, they do the same, just that they're very much in the spotlight, aren't they? So we didn't lose today because of officials, we lost today because we didn't defend well enough in our own box at times.
You used the word spotlight there. You've been in the spotlight as caretaker manager for some time, taking each game as it comes now. There's a 2-week gap ahead of us. Anything further that you're aware of?
No, none the wiser. Obviously, with the 2-week gap, everybody would look at that as an ideal time to be appointing a new permanent manager. And yeah, hopefully that happens. But until told differently, then I can't comment on that. No, I'm none the wiser.
And how have you found it being the caretaker with the disappointment that we've had with the results?
I've enjoyed 2 games and not like 2 games. Obviously, the 2 games that we got beaten, you're always disappointed. You can tell I'm probably a bit at the minute. I think you can see that in me. It's probably the first time you lads have seen it. I'm livid with them today for what's gone on, because we shouldn't have lost that game today. We were, yeah, the way we conceded the goals is really disappointing.
And is that lividness something that you've shown them in the dressing room, or are you somebody that...
What goes on in the dressing room stays in the dressing room.
Okay. One of the disappointments and frustration for Luton fans, again, no shots on target recorded in that 90 minutes.
Yeah, we don't do enough, and that's, you know, it's both both ends, isn't it? You know, they do their jobs, Bristol Rovers, in their box and make it very difficult for us. We gift a couple of goals, and I think that's a bit of a confidence thing. You know, I think previous to me coming in, I think we'd lost 4 on the spin. Is that right? And I think confidence is low in that final third. I really do. And we need that confidence to be raised, and we need to do a lot better in the final third with the ball. I agree with you.
And you've got the players there that are capable of it, of scoring goals.
We think so. We think so, don't we? Yeah. But obviously, in the last 3 games, we haven't done enough. So they've got to do much better than that as well.
And as far as the players are concerned now, they've got 2 weeks to try and recuperate, galvanise,
however long. We'll be back in Monday. There's a reserve game Tuesday for some to play in, and like I said, I'll just come in on Monday and get on with it, and we'll sort the week out and sort the weekend out as well. Obviously, not having a game, and get some work done. But whenever somebody comes in, or I'm told differently, to step aside, then they can take on that work. But until that happens, we just go in and do what we do. And, you know, we've got a home game coming up next in the league, and we've got to try and be positive and turn things around for that game.
Thank you for your time, Andy.
Cheers.